Alright, hello guys. I'm Agency. Um, I used to be the founder or the project lead of Northcraft. And this is pretty much a goodbye video and a thank you video. So in short, Northcraft was a Revelation game project that started in March 2016 with the intention to provide a non-pay-to-win server. Revelation game progressive. I would prefer to have that in my own hands instead of playing a server like Warmain, which is a big money business, and I don't blame them. I mean, that's up to them, and that's definitely a good thing for them. They provide a very solid service. So yeah, I started this project with the intention to create this like community that could enjoy a very nice Revelation King server just for free. Only perhaps buy some cosmetics. I didn't accept any donations until launch, even though a lot of people did ask me if they could donate pre-launch, but I denied all of that. So yeah, in this video, I want to announce that we're giving out the core, we're giving out the database, and Binary is releasing the entire website files. You guys can check for yourself if we were actually doing this all for money, because if we would, then there would have been no reason to develop everything for 1.5 years. Honestly, I've spent a lot of time, Binary spent a lot of his spare time, aside from my daytime job and my wife, friends and stuff. So yeah, you can just look for yourself and, well, judge yourself, honestly. I'll not provide the commit log, and I won't provide separate SQL files for any commits we did. So you just have to take the core as it is and take the database as it is and use it, and perhaps pull some information out of there that you could use. Yeah, and just have a look for yourself. The website is a completely from scratch written CMS by Binary. It has a lot of features, GM control panels, everything is easily accessible as a Game Master, admin, or anything. You can update the news pages, Armory Interactive, PvP ladders, everything. All handcrafted by Binary himself. Yeah, I hope you guys are going to be thankful for that. For people that are scared of fishy or malware or whatever we've been accused for, it's not in there, if you trust my word. You can also just read the code. Yeah, nothing was changed after the closure of Northcraft. Yeah, if you don't believe it, that's totally up to you. Anyways, so why did Northcraft eventually became a dead meme as it is right now? Like, it's closed, and yeah, it's pretty much done. I think the main issue with Northcraft was my decisions at the beginning of creating the server. I created this server with a couple intentions, which was make a community server, provide a very close to Bliss-like progressive server, have fun myself playing this server, which I actually never got to, and if it all does very well, I might make an extra buck. I won't deny. I mean, everyone works to eventually gain money, right? So it's all about the money, they say. But it honestly wasn't all about the money. The main thing was building this community. Alright. So that's like the main things why I created Northcraft. Also, I made it instant 80 as a first concept draw. Why? Because I hate leveling, personally. And there was no server out there who provided what I wanted, so I created it myself. Eventually, when Northcraft gained a little bit of attention, people mentioned, hey, instant 80 is bad for the economy. It doesn't really provide an entertaining experience, so it was lowered to level 70, as you guys have played. Also, during the time I started this project, Sunwell released their core files and database files, and I was told it was a good base to work on, and that's why I picked Sunwell. This was a really bad decision. I should have just went with Trinity Core in the end, but that's more, yeah, that's a thing. It's more for the devs, honestly. All right. So from there on, I started developing. Meanwhile, there was this server called Arator or Stromguard or whatever, hosted by Spanner, Mikasi, and Prank, or it's actually one guy. And he was showcasing stuff that was actually stock Sunwell, and that triggered me back then because I really wanted the community to have a good Revelation King server and not a scam. I don't know. Maybe it was a scam. I don't know. He's doing another project right now, and that's totally up to him. And I hope it's gonna be good for him. But whatever. So it triggered me back then, and I got a little hostile towards that server, which was my second mistake. Like, first mistake, don't pick Sunwell. Second mistake, don't hate on other projects. So, because I started a little hate on to that project because of the reason I just mentioned, a staff member of them named Tepik or Woodlow or Lullaban on Reddit, it's all the same guy, took that quite personal, and he started to bash Northcraft from that moment on until now, like literally today. He stated on Legacy Realms Reddit that he did it all for the love of the project, and he never did something wrong and whatever. Sure, you never did something wrong, boy. Anyways, yeah, he took it quite personal, and he kept on bashing for 1.5 years straight, spending every day replying on topics, mentioning how bad I am, how bad the project is, and how much of a terrible scripter we are, and whatever. Anyways. So that was the second mistake. Don't hate on other servers when you make a server. It's stupid. It was childish. And I'm sorry for that. So, a little later, Binary joined the team because he said, hey, your website sucks, I'll write you one from scratch. And I didn't deny that because the guy is awesome. He literally wrote an entire website from scratch just for me and the community, and he learned a lot. And yeah, a little later, I think Slammo, Puppeteer, the head GM and moderator joined, and Jay Walker joined, and Jay Walker became our head developer. Jay Walker, you made it a little personal at the end, so I'm just gonna explain what happened. Jay Walker contributed to the core and did a lot of commits, and I thought he was doing a great job. He really rewrote the structure of the core, made it more alike to Trinity Core. But I figured out it was just him copy-pasting from Trinity Core, which actually messed up the structure of our core very badly and made it very unstable and caused unknown issues up till a couple months before release. Yeah, that wasn't really a good thing. He did commit a couple other fixes. I won't say that all of them were from Trinity Core, but I'm quite sure he did pull more from Trinity Core. And the last thing he said to me is that he told me so and whatever, and he posted on the WoW private server Discord that he knew it was gonna happen, and he did all the good fixes and stuff like that. And honestly, Jay Walker, you just did porting from Trinity Core, and it's nothing special. And honestly, yeah, that's all I want to say about you. Anyways, next, so we had a couple developers come and go, named Seville and Kay, I think. They did a lot of contribution, especially Seville. They did a lot of SQL, smart AI fixes and stuff like that, and I'm feel thankful for that. But because I'm not the best structure-wise, and well, I guess I've learned a lot about project lead because I wasn't the best, and I'm still not the best. They left the team months before launch. The issue with that is that we had decided that we planned out how we were gonna like get everything ready before launch. We like split up the bug reports and stuff like that, and yeah, I was alone, and that caused a little issue because release date was set and I was alone developing, and the server had to get ready for launch. And it was impossible, so I got stressed, like very stressed. I think 3 weeks before launch, I spent literally every hour when I got home from work after like 8 or 12-hour work shifts. So my job is pretty intense. To code 2-3 hours, and then head to bed, do the same routine every day, in and out. And it was very heavy on my relationship and with my wife and my friends, and yeah. But you know, good friends and good marriage, so it all stayed up, so that's all good. Meanwhile, yeah, that's pretty much everything from start to launch. What happened? Yeah, I'm unsure what I was gonna say next. The server got hyped beyond a number I didn't expect. I mean, in the stress test we got 400 to 500 players online, and at launch we had over 2,500 people connecting, which we couldn't handle. The core wasn't stable because of all the Trinity core transfers that were made by Jaywalker, and I perhaps also had some issues with scripts I ported over. So the server wasn't ready in the end, because well, what we planned doing with the development team just didn't end up happening because I ended up being alone. But yeah, release date set. Didn't want to disappoint and let the community wait any longer, so we gave it a shot. The population dropped from 2.5k on the first day to 1.5k on the second day, and slowly dropped down to about 500 concurrent players, which is a good value. Like, I wouldn't shut down the server because of the population. I would have just let you guys play and stuff like that. Now, eventually, I had a letter or a mail sent from PayPal towards towards my mail address, saying, "Hey, you got to provide us more details about your account, because you're getting a lot of transfers and charges and stuff like that." And I was like, "Okay, sure, I'll set my ID and my license and my home address and stuff like that." So I did that, and I got mailed that my account of PayPal was gonna get closed. I'm talking right now without showing, but I'll make sure to edit it and show the pictures of the emails. So yeah, they said, "Hey, your account is gonna get closed. You created it before you was 18, so yeah, that's an issue, and we're not allowed to do that or whatever." And they said, "Hey, you can withdraw all the money or transfer it, and then the account is gonna be useless." So I was like, "Okay, binary, I'll transfer the money to my account, and then we can set up a new account on with new info." I'm like, "Sure, okay, let's do that." So I transferred all the money to my personal account, and this is where the shit went bonkers, because after I did that, the next day medical bills from me and my wife got charged by direct debit, it's called in Dutch. They just charged the money for medical bills or like government bills, or however you want to call it, which resulted into me losing that money like straight away. Most of it, like about 600 euros, out of the 875 euros that I transferred. Yeah, me as a full-time working man, and I have my own bills to pay and everything, I couldn't just transfer that money back to the next PayPal account. and it wasn't really an issue because we could still pay for the server rent and we could still pay for advertisements up till then. And I was like, hey Binary, I can't really pay right now, and yeah, it sucks this happened. Will you take over the PayPal account so it doesn't happen again? Because you know I don't want that money to be, you know, drifted into my bank account. And so yeah, we set up PayPal to his account, and the donation went to his account for the rest of the time. Now, Binary told Slamo, our ex-head GM, in confidence, something regarding that money that was transferred to my account, and that I paid the bills with that. Yeah, I think Slamo sent it to another guy, and I'm not gonna name more names. Also a guy from our team, and it escalated from there. And you guys saw a picture of Binary saying, "Hey, ANG spent 800 euros." It's even an inaccurate number on his own bills. Okay, that happened. It did happen. Was it intentional? No, not really. Would I have a problem if I didn't have that money at that time? Yeah, I think I actually would have to set up a payment service towards them and pay them monthly a part of what I had to pay. But that's possible in the Netherlands. But yeah, I honestly didn't make a big issue about it because I worked for 1.5 years with Binary to get this project running, and I had no payment whatsoever, and I paid a lot of money to get the beta realms up and the server host up and the websites and all the hosting. And yeah, 800 euros was nothing compared to what I had invested into the server. But of course, it looked really bad, and it is really bad. And yeah, I'm sorry that had to go this way because it all snowballed from the beginning, where I went hateful against one project, which resulted in one guy making multiple Reddit accounts and bashing us day in, day out, which made me reply to him, which was a bad idea, resulting in GMs joining, devs joining, leaving. It was a structural mess, and yeah, resulting in this getting leaked as well, which I think in the end wasn't really harmful. If you look at any other WoW project, they actually invest or take money out of the stuff you donate to buy things in real life, because yeah, it's eventually it is a company, and private servers make money, and not with the bad intentions, but a server, let's go with Mormon because this is a big one. They make money, and they tell you they make money, and you know that they're taking it for personal use as well. But they still provide the servers, which is what I did as well. I also provided you the servers that you guys asked for. Now, I'm done about the money talk because, yeah. However, most of you won't believe me. Some will, some do. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to tell you the entire story. Now, with this vision of all the GMs leaving on that evening, telling me, hey, we're gonna leave the team, I was like, okay, it's done. I lost my devs, I lost my GMs now because of this incident, and I can't do this alone. I can't handle 500 concurrent online players alone, develop tier 8, it's not gonna work out, and handle this all. So I was like, okay, it's better to cut it off now, and just yeah, keep it that way. I didn't want you guys to wait any longer, get lack of support in game, don't get tier 8 released on time. It would eventually just die out, and I read it was like, hey guys, this is the end, thank you for playing. And I took care of your characters. You're all on Sunwell PL now, which is, I hope, a good experience. I honestly don't know them that well, but I hope it's a good experience to you guys. Yeah. not much else to say, I think. I explained all the matters and all the cases. If you have questions, just head on to the Discord and ask me. Oh, that's a nice flying MC right there. Is there anything I forgot to mention? No, not really. So the database and the core are going to be giving to the community. The website is going to be giving to the community, and in the end, my intentions were always to be open about everything, to give you guys a nice experience, to give you guys a community feeling, and yeah, just provide an entertaining experience. And I hope you had it, and we'll just contribute to the WoW community still with the website and the files we're gonna give, just to show that our intentions weren't bad. At least mine weren't, and I think Bannery can agree. And yeah, so yeah, thank you for watching this video. What I'm gonna do next and what Bannery are gonna do next is unclear, and we're probably not really welcome in this community anymore. So yeah, it's whatever. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you understand what happened. Believe it or not, it's up to you. And yeah, this has been a long talk. I'm not even sure what I told you guys. I didn't pre-write this or anything. So thank you for watching. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.